Let's be honest. How many of these weight loss myths have you believed? Carbs make you fat. If you're not sweating, you're not burning fat. You need to eat 6 small meals a day to boost your metabolism. Starving yourself is the fastest way to lose weight. Fat turns into muscle if you work out enough. Skipping meals helps you slim down faster. Lifting weights makes women bulky. Low fat equals healthy. Fruit is sugar and should be avoided. If the scale doesn't change, you're not making progress. They all sound familiar. They've been repeated over and over in fitness magazines, on social media, even by personal trainers. But guess what? They're all wrong. And if you're holding on to them, they're killing your progress. Let's break it down myth by myth using science, not internet fitness gurus. First, carbs don't make you fat. Excess calories do. A surplus of any macronutrient, fat, carbs, or protein can lead to fat gain. But carbs? They're your body's main energy source, especially if you're active. And guess what? Whole carbs like rice, oats, potatoes, and fruit also carry fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Second, sweating doesn't equal fat loss. You can sweat in a sauna, but you won't burn fat sitting still. You can burn tons of calories walking in cool weather and not sweat a drop. Sweating is your body's cooling system, not a fat-burning signal. Third, eating more often doesn't raise your metabolism. The 6-meal-per-day rule is outdated. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, what matters most is total calories and macronutrient intake, not how often you eat. Some people do great with 3 meals a day. Others thrive on intermittent fasting. What works is consistency, not frequency. Next up, skipping meals isn't a shortcut. It's often a setup for binge eating later. When you skip meals and drastically cut calories, your hunger hormones spike. That leads to overeating, mood swings, and poor decision-making at your next meal. Let's address this one too. Lifting weights makes women bulky. Total myth. Women naturally produce far less testosterone than men. Lifting weights improves posture, preserves muscle, burns fat, and increases metabolism. It gives you tone, strength, and curves, not bulk. Another common one. Fat turns into muscle. That's like saying apples turn into oranges. Fat and muscle are 2 different types of tissue. You can burn fat and build muscle, but one doesn't convert into the other. What actually happens when you train and eat well is that your fat stores shrink and your muscles grow, changing your body composition. The scale might stay the same, but you look and feel leaner. Let's talk about fruit. Yes, it contains sugar, but it also contains water, fiber, antioxidants, and nutrients your body needs. The sugar in fruit is not the same as processed sugar in soft drinks. Eating 2 bananas won't hurt your fat loss goals. Eating 2 chocolate bars will. And then there's the infamous low-fat equals healthy myth. Low-fat products often replace fat with sugar and additives to keep taste and texture. Fat is not your enemy. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fish are essential for hormone production, brain function, and fat-soluble vitamins. Your body needs fat to thrive. Now here's a big one. If the scale isn't moving, you're not progressing. False. Fat loss and weight loss are not the same. The scale doesn't account for muscle gained, water fluctuations, or hormonal shifts. You can lose fat and gain muscle, and weigh the same but look dramatically different. So, what does actually work? Here's what science consistently proves leads to sustainable fat loss. High-protein meals. Aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Protein keeps you full, supports recovery, and preserves lean mass. Strength training. Lifting weights 2 to 4 times a week improves metabolic rate, burns fat, and builds a leaner physique. Daily movement. Walking, taking the stairs, light activity throughout the day. These add up to your total calorie burn more than a single intense workout. Sleep and stress management. Chronic stress raises cortisol and increases belly fat storage. Sleep deprivation disrupts your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, leading to increased cravings and slower metabolism. Hydration. Drinking enough water aids digestion, supports metabolism, and improves performance. And most importantly, consistency. Not perfection, not trends, not shortcuts. Consistent action over time beats extreme effort followed by burnout, every time. A study published in the International Journal of Obesity showed that people who approached fat loss slowly and steadily were far more likely to maintain it long term, compared to those who dropped weight quickly through aggressive restriction. So the next time someone tells you to cut carbs, skip meals, or take a fat-burning pill, remember what the science says. You don't need gimmicks. You need understanding. You need habits you can actually stick to. Comment myth busted if this changed the way you see fat loss. Hit like if you've fallen for these myths before. We all have. Subscribe right now, because next week, we're exposing the truth behind popular fat-burning supplements and the marketing tricks they use to take your money.